But this is the sweet science, baby. This is boxing. It's hit and not get hit. Some people, I think the casuals don't appreciate that, but the core fans, we appreciate boxing.
Yo, welcome to Spectator Sporting. I'm Zach Roach, along with my partner, Mr. Adi Wally. We got a big show for y'all today, and we know we talking boxing. We got my man Byron in the building. Before we go any further, we got a special show for y'all today. We are teaming up with the one and only Chicago Fight Night podcast. What else y'all do?
Do MMA, boxing, wrestling, anything you want to call it, we do it all.
This my man Z. This my man Marco. And what else? Where can we reach y'all at?
So you can reach us at Fight Night Chicago.
Fight Night Chicago podcast.
And then you got to make sure you follow Fight Night Chicago Photography. We got Gracie back here, our social media manager. Shout out Gracie.
Shout out Gracie.
Does great work for us, but we're excited to be on the show, guys. We're excited.
It's quick. It's easy. It's quick and easy. If you follow us, you're going to know where to watch all the boxing matches, all the pay-per-view matches, all the MMA matches, all the wrestling content. You're going to know where the local fights are at. You're going to know who the local fighters are at. Follow us. We got you guys covered in the whole city, man. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
We love it. We love it, man. We love it.
Man, and they was just in Indianapolis. They everywhere in the Midwest. So, man, check them out, man. They got a real dope movement going on, man. Make sure y'all follow them. Let's get into it. Let's talk some boxing. I know we've been talking through social media for a while now, and now we figured this thing out. We've been talking on our show a lot about people ducking, right? People not fighting, right?
The ducks.
They're not fighting. We don't know what's going on. Byron's tell me all the time these sanctioning bodies is ruining boxing. This, that, and the third. So I'm gonna start with you, Byron. Right. What's your thoughts on the fight that's not been made or the ducking that's going on in boxing right now?
A lot of fights all have different, reasons why they don't happen. You got some fighters like Teofimo Lopez, who's happy being the Ring Magazine champion, but doesn't want to fight anybody at 140. And you have Oscar De La Hoya's protection agency, who keeps fighters under his bosom until they, gestate and they can get a big fight, like Virgil Ortiz. But, he can't make those big fights. So it's a lot of reasons why these fights don't happen. It's a lot of reasons why people duck. But for me, I wanted to focus on the actual sanctioning bodies, seeing that we have just seen probably the greatest fighter of our generation, Terrence Bud Crawford, retiring recently. And before he went out, started a bit of a war with the the president, Marcio Suleiman. And the reason why I want to focus on this issue as one of the reasons why we duck is because of the hypocrisy of the president of the WBC. A president who allowed Canelo Alvarez to be an undisputed champion for 3 effing years while he ducked the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, and still held on to his belt. But Terrence Crawford, who didn't want to pay a biased and, an elevated, a fee to be champion,
right?
And then was ultimately stripped so that he can get his boy Canelo, his WBC champion, back before he retires. This is a very biased, some people can say racially, some people could just say it's the money side of things. Because listen, Canelo Alvarez, he sells, and they proclaim that Terrence Crawford can't sell, even though Terrence Crawford is undefeated, even though Terrence Crawford has never cheated, even though Terrence Crawford has never ultimately ducked his best competition. But they will say that they can't make these fights, and they will say that this is a righteous system, it helps the fighters, but it only seems to help the fighters that they want to put on the forefront. So while we're talking about ducking, I've talked to you many times, there are layers to ducking. Some people, Teofimo, is somebody who's just gonna duck all competition because he doesn't wanna lose his status as a champion at 140. But then you have guys who like Virgil Ortiz, who I don't think is a duck, but because he works for one of the most, degenerates of the sport as far as, representation, and Oscar, I like to put cocaine in my thumb, De La Hoya. But I don't think he's a duck. There's a lot of people that will come and say Virgil Ortiz is ducking Crocs, and I don't think that's the case. I think Virgil Ortiz will want smoke with him. I think he wants smoke with everybody at 154, but he doesn't pick his career. So I'm anti the sanctioning bodies, the four families, the corrupt four families of the sport. I think they need to go, just taking out the sport, And I'm not one of those guys that is going to sit here and say Dana White, Turkey Al-Sheikh, they are the saviors of boxing. I'm not going to say that. But this sport has been corrupt for too long, and I think it starts with the sanctioning bodies.
No doubt about it. You're watching the Spectator Sporting along with Fight Night, Chicago collaboration. Marco, talk about what you think is the biggest reason all these fights is not happening right now in boxing.
Money.
Yeah.
Money talks. You hit the nail right on the head. A lot of moving pieces happen at the same time. The Oscar De La Hoya he's a snake, man. You can't lie, but he knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
You can't knock him from knowing how to play the game. He knows to protect the fighters. He did it with a lot of people. You can even argue he did it with Canelo for a long time before Canelo figured it out and left. And that's why they got beef, because De La Hoya stole some money. Blah blah blah. All this talk. It gets political, man. Like, once it gets political, it gets really, really, really in the weeds. So it's real hard to make fights happen. Right.
Yeah.
But the question, if you want me to say who's ducking, I will say,
absolutely.
I will say it's been gonna be 2 years soon. Haney Garcia 2. Make it happen already. Make it happen already. I don't care that Garcia just lost. I don't care. I want to see the fight. I'm a boxing fan.
Okay.
I want to see that fight happen. I don't care that Garcia got popped. Right. He did his year. Put him back in the ring. Put him with the fight, right? I got a couple things. I think, personally, Haney's never to be embarrassed again.
Ooh.
I think Haney's a good fighter.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. He's got a nice jab. He also knows how to grapple real well, if you ask me. He knows how to grapple real well.
I said
All right.
Okay.
He's got a nice jab.
Yeah.
I think he's worried about the chin because he got dropped once.
Whoa.
Not once, twice, 3 times.
3 times. He got dropped 3 times in that fight against Haney.
I love it.
About 3. Yeah.
Hold up, let him cook. Let him cook.
Hold up, man.
He cooking. Let him cook. Hold on, let him cook.
I hear there's strict clauses for the next fight. Is it a tactic to avoid the rematch, or is Haney right? He's talking about they're talking about pausing the legal fees so they can reach a settlement on the lawsuit. Yeah. Mind you, a lawsuit in boxing, what? Dude, Garcia paid his time. He got popped. He left for the year, right? Mind you, he got popped for a 1/1000% off of that Oscar.
Yeah.
It was still there.
It still was there. It still was cheating.
It was still there.
It still was cheating. And it wasn't.
I'm not denying he cheated. I'm not saying he
Dan
didn't.
Raphael said it was what 6 times over California, New York.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing that he got popped. He took a drug, right? There was a drug in his system. Was it because he did it purposely, or was it something tainted? We don't know, right? But he paid his time, did he not?
I say this with the utmost respect. The utmost respect. Ryan Garcia is a piece of shit. And the reason why I'm saying, no. Ryan Garcia, the only reason why he is relevant in boxing is because of his social media presence. That is it.
That's part of the game.
No. That's one of the reasons why the game is going in the dumpster right now. It's because you're trying to put YouTube stars in the place of actual athletes. Ryan Garcia ain't shit, and this is the reason why. Ryan Garcia, after a 1-year suspension, was gifted a main card for a Rolly Romero. And let me tell you something about Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero got his ass dog walked by Isak Cruz. He got dog walked by Isak Cruz. Rolly Romero is not someone that we think is a champion. Is not someone that we think is going to be an undisputed champion. He's not any of that. And he beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia in New York. Ryan Garcia pulled up in a Batmobile. And he got his ass whooped. And I'm a guy that grew up on Batman. You don't want to see Batman pull up in his Batmobile
just to get whooped. Just to get whooped.
Ryan Garcia has been trying to basically put his mediocrity and attach it to Haney's greatness. And Haney is something that he will never be. Haney is a former undisputed champion. Haney is a 3-division champion. Haney is a guy that moves to a division and he doesn't look for a tune-up. He looks for the guy. He went to 147 and he was trying to fight Crocs Ennis. He ran. Then he fought Brian Norman, the guy that Crocs ran from. Everywhere he goes, he fights the best person that he can fight. I am not going to sit here and allow Haney's name to be tarnished anymore. Because what Haney did to Brian Norman, shut up my man
30
to the
punches,
left.
30 punches.
Shut up. Hey, but what he
30
did to
punches.
Brian Norman is something that a lot of people say Crocs Ennis can beat Terrence Crawford. A lot of people say that, right? Crocs Ennis didn't want no smoke with Brian Norman. Did he not? And all Haney did was go in that room, go in that ring, and dominate that man.
He dominated.
He dominated.
He did dominate.
He dominated.
He
him.
took
So,
his shots
so
and he
I
knows
don't
how
want
to
to
fight.
hear after him dominating the champion, and we're waiting to see Ryan Garcia fight the worst champion at 147, a guy who lost to a 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
You know, a guy who you talk about guys who don't throw punches. Mario Barrios, are you serious?
Bro.
He got to be, and you can't even talk
do
about
it
Haney.
again. So do
Mario
it again.
Barrios throws 12.
so easy.
He throws 12 punches around. He throws 12 punches around. He is the most boring fighter, but because he's not Devin Haney, he's not a guy that Oscar De La Hoya is scared of, because this is the new thing in boxing. When you have an elite boxer, a Shakur Stevenson, a Devin Haney, a Keyshawn Davis, when you have an elite boxer that you can't beat, what do? You call him boring. You get on social media and put some cocaine in your thong, and you do your twist out Thursdays, and you say, he's too boring. I can't sell this. You can sell champions because people want to see champions fight. Devin Haney is a champion. So Ryan Garcia is not a champion. He's not in the same stratosphere. According to
when he beats
you,
Barrios.
we thought he was going to be
Wait,
a
is he
champion.
gonna beat Barrios?
Right. We thought he was going to be a champion against Rolly Romero. Like, we all picked him in that fight.
yeah.
We all picked him in that fight.
too.
He goes out and he lays a goose egg.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here. If you're a fan of Ryan Garcia, please, I am your enemy. I am your op. I am somebody that you're going to
Bring
hate.
it to him.
Because that man is shit. He's trash. And I will not let his name be glorified over Devin Haney, who just won over a relevant champion
If
at
it's
147.
so easy, just do the rematch.
He doesn't need to rematch him.
That's 20 million right there.
He doesn't need
20
to.
million, 30 million, 40 million right there, man.
He's chasing Crocs.
Mind
That's
you,
a more relevant, more lucrative
all I'll
fight.
say, you have great points. I'm not going to deny your points. All right, you have great points. Haney he's a real deal. He's a good fighter. When people say he's a little boring, I come from a place where I don't like the grappling. I think there should be like a four grab rule or something in boxing. Fourth grab, you lose a point or whatever. You know, something along those lines. Because I also am a firm believer that there is no running in boxing. Because that is the point for the other person to make the traps and set the traps and get in the corner. But when you start grabbing and stuff like that, that's when it gets a little complicated in the mud.
Listen. This is another thing, and I'm not trying to cut you off, but why are we in this age where we, as fans and podcasters, are trying to tell fighters how to fight? Okay, grappling stops momentum. It stops rhythm. So you're not, if a guy's going off on you, you're not going to sit there and just let him dance. If a guy's running away from you, cut the ring off.
Yeah.
Like this is a sport where these things have happened all through this sport. Like I've watched this sport my whole life.
did we not say earlier that the sport was dying?
No, I'm just
Did we not? There's gotta be something.
the sport is dying because we don't have competitive fights. The sport's not dying because Ryan Garcia is taking Osterine because he can't beat better boxers. That's not why the sport is. The sport is dying because you have Tank Davis who don't want to fight the top 5 at 130. You have Crocs Ennis who heralds himself the best fighter ever, but he was in a division at 147 with Sean Porter, with Earl Spence, with Keith Thurman, and he didn't fight one of those guys. The sport is dying because the best players in the sport don't want to fight the other best players in the sport. And now we can argue over the money and the sanctioning bodies and all of that, but it ain't because of these guys that are social media presences and then getting all these opportunities. Because what has Ryan Garcia done to earn an opportunity to fight a champion like Devin Haney? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I will say that when you talk about the grappling and the clinching real quick, you can get a point deducted for
You
clinching
can.
too much. That has happened in boxing. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can get a point deducted.
But I don't ever see where it's so egregious. I think what we see is it's sort of like the Mayweather fight. I watched Mayweather. So and a lot of people don't know, but I've said it on this platform, I hated Mayweather. I liked Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather, but when he turned to money, I didn't like him because he was picking and choosing. I don't feel like he was what his greatness could be. But at the same time, Devin Haney is a guy, he's an elite boxer. He's like Shakur Stevenson. And some people can watch that and say, man, this is boring because you're used to MMA. You're used to those knockouts. But this is the sweet science, baby. This is boxing. It's hit and not get hit.
Yeah.
And some people, I think the casuals don't appreciate that, but the core fans, we appreciate boxing.
Yeah.
Because great hunters can cut that ring off and make boxers be violent. That's one thing watch Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Shane. When Shane caught him, and then we saw Floyd go from that boxer to, okay, now I want smoke. And I'm gonna sit in the middle of the ring and I'm gonna fight you. And I think those type of great fighters push those fighters to be better. And I don't think Haney, if you make Haney not box you and fight you, I think he still beats Ryan Garcia. Easy. I think he beats him easy. Ryan Garcia can't win unless he dopes up. And that's all I gotta say on Ryan Garcia.
Z, let's bring you in here, man.
Don't bring me in this now.
Yeah, let's bring you in.
My nemesis. Obviously
that was great. That was great.
Hey, don't bring up Ryan Garcia.
I love every minute of that, no doubt about it. But Z, what's your thoughts? Are you with Marco? You with Byron? What's your thoughts on all this ducking and boxing right now?
I agree with both of them, honestly. I really think it's more a legacy thing related. People don't want to lose that O, or they don't want to lose to a certain person that kind of like tarnish their name. That's kind of where I look at it, honestly. But I agree with both people. Both got great takes. But my thing is legacy. Nobody wants to lose the O or want to lose to a certain person and have to keep backing up.
We could go back. We can go to the conspiracy theorists. We could talk about Floyd Mayweather. And say that that's where that came from.
Yeah.
Where you feel like a fighter is only great if he's undefeated.
Right.
That's stupid. You don't know the history.
But Floyd hasn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hasn't he fought in the most championship fights out of any boxer ever? Hasn't he fought the most championship fights?
If I fought the kindergarten champion.
Who was the kindergarten champion?
No, Mayweather fought Cotto.
He fought a lot of people,
Pacquiao,
man.
But listen,
we
gotta stop. No.
He got a resume.
He got a resume.
But listen,
even the older. Like,
it was a lot of asterisks. He fought
De La
Cotto.
Hoya.
He fought Cotto when he was older. He had a chance.
Mayweather older than Cotto, ain't
when
he?
he moved up to 147. Cotto was undefeated at the time. The first person to call him out at 147 was Miguel Cotto. And who did he fight instead of Miguel Cotto? Do you know? He fought Baldomir. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember
It
that.
was one of the most boring fights I've ever seen. He literally ran around the ring from Baldomir and outpointed him. And so it's a lot of people, I guess they forget his career. Yeah. And I don't, because I lost a lot of money because of Mayweather. So I remember every single
just asking.
one of his
I
fights.
thought he had the most
But
championship
I think what for me, Mayweather was the greatest boxing promoter of all time. And he basically made his path. Yeah. And the problem is when you're making your own path, you're gonna ensure that you're undefeated. And I think these young fighters believe that I'm not great unless I'm undefeated. And we talk about that all the time. There is a such thing as good losses. There is a such thing as pushing yourself and losing to a champion like Brian Norman just had. I think Brian Norman will be a champion again at 147 because he fought Devin Haney at this point in his career. True. So that is the effect of Mayweather. Not that, we can go over his resume and it's a lot of ins and out of his opponents. He aged out Manny Pacquiao. We could talk about all of that, but he had this perception that because I'm undefeated, I'm greater than everybody, and that's false.
Yeah. Okay, I mean I hear you, but so go ahead, Z. I know you ain't finished yet.
No, y'all good. He make, like I said, great points, both of you. I still think it's a legacy thing. My duck really is, I will say, Tank. He ducked out Roach. He didn't rematch Pitbull Cruz.
Didn't even fight.
They both fought each other. They just drew. So now fight with him again. You didn't get the rest with Roach, and I was disappointed when you went to go fight Jake Paul. I was very disappointed in that.
Didn't even fight him.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
Didn't even fight him.
Yeah, I was disappointed. So I would say Javante really is disappointed me with the duck and Roach, and then not coming back to fight anyone, not picking Teofimo or Teofimo as you call him.
Teofimo.
Or Shakur.
That's all I would call him.
Going to get somebody like that, you go fight Jake Paul, and I feel like Tank really disappointed.
Do you think the PBC was complicit in that as well?
Yeah, because PBC was dying, I think. They needed the money too. They would have got a portion of that. He wanted to go fight.
I think that's why they're holding on to him so much.
Mm-hmm. And so for me, that's why I wouldn't put, Tank is one of those guys. I think a lot of Tank's stuff is self-inflicted, but his loyalty to the PBC is also.
Aren't both guys in PBC though still? Or Pitbull and Roach?
Roach is.
yeah.
That's why Roach.
Yeah.
That's why Roach was picked. He was discount price PBC.
Yeah,
but Benavidez is also PBC, so make it make sense.
Yeah, Benavidez. Of course, we all want to see Canelo, Benavidez, but
That's
I feel
over with.
I feel like that's Passover.
But I'm saying Benavidez is still fighting competitive fights.
He is.
Still
I think-
pushing
I
himself.
think it's past due. Canelo should have fought him when he fought Jaime Munguia.
I personally think Benavidez is a great boxer. I don't think he's a 168er at all. I think he's too big for the division. I want to see Benavidez Bivol.
Bivol. There you go.
Give me that.
That's everybody
But
want to
this
see
is the
that.
thing. This is the thing.
That's the
he could be
fight.
big at 168, but he was at 168.
He was,
and he
but
was the
he
number
wasn't
one
A side
contender.
though. He wasn't the A side.
The
He didn't
A-side?
He didn't
So-
have the weight. He didn't have the weight to make that decision, right?
So-
You said it yourself. Canelo controlled and picked his fighters because of where he was at that point, right? There's a lot of politics involved. There's a lot of things going on, but at that point, when you're as far as your career in Canelo, he's protecting his legacy, like you say, right? You got to respect that a little bit. Don't get me wrong. We want to see Canelo Benavidez, but Benavidez, I want to see Benavidez Bivol. I want to see Benavidez Bivol
I don't
more.
want to see Canelo Benavidez.
Okay, let me say this. Let me ask this. So, are we? This is where we setting up for undisputed champions. Is it okay for an undisputed champion to duck his best competition
Strip him.
in the division?
Strip him.
It goes to what I said. It goes, but
I know
what
we're
if?
going in circles.
But what
right?
if your friend is the president of the WBC?
I know. We're going in circles here, but you're right. You got to just strip.
But
him.
I think we have to call that out. I think you have
That's
to call
fair.
out a guy who basically is saying, "I'm an undisputed champion. I want to be the A side of boxing because I'm an undisputed champion. But here in this division, I have my best competition, and I don't want to fight him because."
But that goes back to what I said about legacy. If Benavidez beats Canelo, he's the best fighter in Mexico. You don't want it to happen.
I think.
a fair- that's a
Okay.
fair
Now,
point.
Benavidez beat Canelo. I feel like that loss would have been better than the Crawford loss.
Yeah.
Because Crawford coming up from 147
Yeah,
to
of course,
154.
of course.
I think him losing
course.
to Benavidez would have been a better look at his
Transition
legacy
and
than losing to
yeah.
Crawford.
Now, if I was Crawford, I would go and fight Benavidez to prove I can do that too. I beat him.
I don't know. Benavidez, I don't know.
I would do that.
I don't know. I love me some Bud Crawford, but I don't know.
You don't want Benavidez to come down to 168 to fight Crawford now?
Who? Well, Crawford is retired, so
He retired.
He's not retired.
dude. He's coming back.
He's coming back. He wants a payday.
They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him. He'll be back.
Again
I hope
and
he's
come to
retired.
retirement. He's not retiring. He's gonna take $100 million.
This is Spectator Sporting and Chicago Fight Night collaboration. Adi, talk to me. You the last one. We ain't heard from you yet.
Right.
School everybody here. Why is there so much ducking going on in boxing right now?
Well, we'll never see Canelo versus David Benavidez.
Facts.
But hopefully, Dimitri Bivol doesn't pull no Canelo shit and avoid and duck David Benavidez forever. I agree with you. That's a fight I want to see. Bivol, Benavidez, please don't duck him.
Prime
Bivol, Eddie
time.
Hearn has his hands in that. Okay. And but what's even more astonishing than that is that we'll never see the 28-year-old WBC champion Shakur Stevenson versus the 30-year-old WBA champion Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay. That is a travesty right there that we won't see that. Okay. And then we have the Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz playing their role in the latest episode of Who Ducked Who. Everybody, oh, he ducked me, no, he ducked me, and all this and that. And so we supposed to see this fight in 2026, but I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully that fight happens. Meanwhile, none of the top 5 fighters at the junior middleweight division is calling out. The only man not named Benavidez has ducked more is Bakram Murtazaliev. No one's calling out Bakram
Nobody
Murtazaliev,
wants
the
to
Russian
smoke with
boogeyman. No one's calling him out. He's going to fight Pretty Boy Josh Kelly later in January. So hopefully he wins that fight. He gets a big fight because he deserves it. Okay, beat Tim Tszyu. Everybody's not fighting him. Okay, but like before the show, we was talking about this. We got Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. They're in collaboration with TKO, with Riyadh Seasons Turkey Al Sheikh, and Ring Magazine. They're cooking up something for the second half of this decade to significantly reduce duck activity, okay? And Zuffa Boxing, they would put much more focus on prospects, matching up rising stars versus other rising stars. They want more competitive 50-50 type fights, not this Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo type shit, not this Wisma Lima.
Jaime Munguia,
Yeah. Wisma Lima versus Boots Ennis.
greatest janitor of El Mexico.
And smartly,
Decent, bro. He is decent, bro. He's the future of Mexico.
Munguia is a cheater.
He got popped too.
He's a cheater. He's a cheater.
He said it's fine.
It's okay. I'm sure a lot of
fine.
boxers know how to play the system and flush out stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Munguia was a
sure
De La
they
Hoya
are.
guy.
He's a De La Hoya.
Yeah, and then they
I mean, it's a reoccurring thing with this.
Yeah. But
It's a reoccurring thing.
we all knew Canelo was going to win that fight. It wasn't a 50-50 fight, you know, and so that's what Dana White Zuffa Boxer, they trying to get rid of that stuff. And they're not going to recognize the WBA, WBC, none of the four sanctioning bodies. They're not going to recognize them, but they will recognize the Ring Magazine belt. Okay?
It has begun.
And TKO Boxing is the parent company of UFC, WWE, and now Zuffa Boxing. And they have a 7-year deal with Paramount, which owns CBS. So it's going to become more mainstream. I like the plan.
I do.
I do too.
I do.
Absolutely. Hopefully speaking of second half of next year, hopefully, 2025, I'm not going to act like we didn't have some good moments in 2025.
Oh, I had a great one.
We had a great moment.
Yeah, Bud Crawford, I mean, to end it off, beating Canelo like that was fantastic.
Straight up masterclass. You can't even deny it.
Usyk has been in mind. I mean, he is dominating that heavyweight division. Like, so we got some guys that really stood out that came. So 2026, I am looking forward to, Z. So Z, like, is it anything in what's a fight in 2022 that they got to make happen? We got to stop playing and they got to make it happen.
Well, my pick was Devin Haney and Ryan, but I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna change that because we're here.
I can't wait.
No, it was that one, but I would love to see Conor Ben and Chris Eubanks do a trilogy.
Okay.
They went back and forth for a good while.
Okay.
Eubanks won, Ben won. Now let's do one more time to just show who's the best out of us, and then I would like to see Conor Ben or Eubanks go and fight someone else, of course, in the States. But that's my pick. I'd go with that trilogy for sure.
Okay.
Mr. Adi, what fight you looking forward to seeing in 2026 if they need to make happen?
You better not say Ryan Garcia.
I won't say King Ryan this way, but I would love to see this top 3 pound for pound boxer, the monster from Japan, Naoya Inoue, move up to 126 and fight the Brooklyn native Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington. I would love to see that fight. Shoo Shoo has been calling out Naoya for a while now, okay? But Naoya's, the monsters,
he don't want to move up.
His move up, it has been delayed. His move up to the featherweight division has been delayed because of the Picasso fight, and then yet another scheduled fight at junior featherweight versus the younger Japanese star, Junto Nakatani.
And he's going to move up to fight.
But he's supposed to move up after that fight, okay? So,
We'll
but
see.
it's been delayed. But now the thing is, Naoya anyway, he's already annihilated the top 2 guys at 122. Marlon Tapales with a 10th round knockout and the total domination, unanimous decision victory over MJ Akhmadaliev. Okay, so clearly Naoya anyway is too much of a monster at 122. So in 2026, it's trying to move up to 126. And Bruce Carrington is in luck because Stephen Fulton moved up in weight, lost to old Shaquille Foster, and got stripped of his WBC belt, all right? And so now Bruce Carrington is on that Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson undercard to fight against the number 2, WBC's number 2 featherweight, Carlos Castro, okay? So now, if Naoya Inoue, if he wants to be the second man behind the great Terrence Crawford to become undisputed in 3 different weight classes in the 4-belt era, he's going to have to go through Bruce Carrington. But Bruce, please don't lose to the Carlos Castro, beat that guy. And I say late in 2026, it's going to be nothing for Naoya to do at 122. Fight Bruce.
Got to move up. This is Chicago Fight Night Chicago, with Spectator Sporting collaboration. Byron, you know, I know you don't want to see King Ryan.
No.
He's going to see King Ryan.
But what fight are you looking forward to, or a fight that they better make this happen in 2026? Stop playing.
Everyone knows I don't live in imagination land. I'm not going to pick a fight that I don't think is going to happen. I'm going to pick a fight that I think is going to, it's basically the foundation of it has already been laid. And it's a return to the heavyweight division. I want to see Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury
that's a good pick.
at Wembley.
I like that.
I
I like that.
At
I like
Wembley.
that.
Everyone knows I was gonna say it because
I've said that before.
I had to watch
What happened?
my favorite heavyweight, Tyson Fury, get smoked by Usyk, who is the man. But 34-2-1, Tyson Fury is still the second best heavyweight in the world. Anthony Joshua, he broke Jake Paul's jaw. I know
wow.
he is in bad standings with me. Mr. Anthony Joshua, I've gotten to it with a couple of his fans in the comment section. I told you guys, I don't think Anthony Joshua can win this big fight. But as far as the UK is concerned, this is the Super Bowl. They're going to fight this at the best place to fight it, the biggest capacity, and it is going to be a fight of the year candidate because these two guys do not like each other.
Yeah.
And the first 8 rounds of this fight will be magic. But I think Tyson Fury still whoop his ass. But still, it's a fight that I want to see in 2016.
Absolutely.
That's a great one. I'm not gonna
Great
lie.
fight.
And I think Tyson Fury already started promoting it. you
Yeah,
know?
he's already master promoter. He's been promoting it for like a month. Master promoter.
Now, do you want to see that right away, or do you want Joshua to get a tune-up because it was
Well,
for like 18
well,
months?
Tyson is going to get a tune-up. Tyson is going to get a tune-up. I'm not going to call what Joshua just had a tune-up.
yeah,
That
it
was
was not
just
tune-up.
making a little
Yeah,
money.
making a little bread.
But Tyson definitely needs a
Little bread.
tune-up. So I think Turkey has already kind of got it in play. Tyson is going to have a tune-up first quarter.
Yeah.
I think Joshua is going to stay on his staying active streak. So I think he's going to fight a tune-up as well.
Yeah.
And then we get that fight like August, September. Oh, and it's going to be magic.
All right.
It's going to be magic.
I got you.
Marco, what fight you looking forward to in 2026 that you want to happen or you think is gonna happen? What's
All
going
these are
on?
Great picks.
Yeah.
They're all great picks. You can't even lie. I also want to see Inoue step in the ring. I'm gonna go a different direction though. I want to see Bam Rodriguez Inoue. I've been talking about Bam for a minute. Listen,
Bam is good. too.
there's a story here, man. There's a story here. It doesn't if Bam. I was thinking a catch weight around 120, or Bam can just jump up. You can make the jump up. Both of the divisions are cleared. They've both fought champions already. Inoue's a star. Bam is young, hungry, and can be a star. It doesn't matter if Bam goes up and loses. I still think that's beneficial for all entities involved.
Yep.
I think that'll be a good one, and you can sort of see similar to Canelo Mayweather in the sense of the age difference. And you know the amount of fights under each person's belt. I think this is a perfect story to write for this year. I think you grow the fan base for Inoue on the Mexican side. You grow the fan base for Bam Rodriguez on the American and Japanese side. And it's just a win-win for everybody involved.
Who wins that fight?
Man, I personally, I'd love to see Bam do it, but I don't think he can. I think Inoue.
I think he can actually.
Yeah.
he can.
Bam has power.
He's got
Bam
power.
does have power,
He do
but,
got good.
but Inoue is different, man. And to trade
he's in his
with
prime.
him,
He's in his prime too.
and
which
I
is the thing.
think Bam Rodriguez will have to trade in that fight to be successful.
Yeah.
And you won't be successful against Inoue doing that. So I think the only way for Inoue to lose is for him to move up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say anyway, if he doesn't go to 126, hey, Bam move up to 122 and fight anyway. That makes
And
sense.
his fans, and I gotta get on you Inoue fans because y'all don't believe in Inoue like we believe in.
Yeah.
I said this about a couple months ago. I think Inoue at 130 will give Tank Davis smoke.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he
Yeah.
will. I
No
think
question.
Tank Davis
No question.
will have a problem with technical fighters, and I think Inoue can get on some Crawford shit and just say, you know what, I want to jump up and get him at 130, and that'll be you talk about a lucrative fight. PBC will get him
fight
together.
will go crazy.
They will
that will go
separate. They will
crazy.
separate Tank Davis and his baby mama, and they will make him lock in for that fight because that would be like some fight of the decade type shit.
yeah.
And I think in a way, his fans are like, oh, he's moved up too much. But I'm like, dude, he's down. He's washing
Yeah.
everybody.
We talked about this in the
He
car. He's
has
not fighting
to
anyone.
push
Yeah. He got to move
himself.
up.
And you guys y'all always throwing shade on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford did nothing but push himself. The fight that everybody said I'm going to lose.
Yep.
Nobody said he had a chance. And then he did it.
Yeah.
And it was a legacy-defining fight. I think Inoue can have that and have success against Tank Davis.
Sure.
I think Tank's fight IQ is very high, though. I don't know. You could be right that Inoue could take it. I think it'll be a little closer.
It'll be
than we
great
think.
to see. But what headspace would Tank Davis be in?
That's true. That's true.
That's the key. So that's what you said right there. That's the key with Tank. Like, okay, I am a Tank fan, admittedly. Okay, so if Tank is focused and training
It'll be a hell of a
correctly.
fight.
But that's the problem. It's
Yeah,
always
we don't
the
know.
him.
Yeah, we don't know if he's like that. But if he's like when he stepped in the ring with Ghost, when he stepped in the ring with King Rock, if that's the Tank we gonna see, I'm taking Tank over anybody.
Don't
pretty
call
much.
him King Rock.
I gotta get him going. I gotta get him going. But so no, all y'all got some good suggestions. We talked about it in the early segment, but Bivol and Benavidez. I mean, come on, that's the fight. That's must see TV. That's like excellence in boxing right there. Yeah. Hopefully, we can get that fight. They can make
And
that happen.
Benavidez wins that fight easy.
No, I got B-Ball. B-Ball beats Benavidez.
I don't know,
Easy
man.
money.
That Russian style's something else, man.
here, but
I get
in,
out, all
You
around.
better look at the reports. They were sparring partners.
I did.
He
see
was
that.
15, no? Am
No,
I mixing up the
no,
dates?
they were sparring partners.
No, they were sparring. Benavidez is one.
and he has
tough dude.
Benavidez has no fear of Bivol. None.
Nah, he doesn't. He won the
Zero.
fight.
He won a fight.
Well, he don't fear nobody. That's
And what
thing.
Bivol do? I need some surgery.
What if his back was hurting? Another fight, I was Boots and Ortiz. You know, I feel
Yeah,
like
we gotta
they
see
need to
that.
make that happen too. Like we've been, Byron has been telling it. What you call?
Now
them,
I'm low on
Crocs?
Crocs, man.
Yeah.
I'm low on. I will not call that man Boo. He's Crocs Ennis.
But Boots got
Got a lot of holes.
Yeah, he got to fight Fundura.
He got to fight somebody, man.
Right.
Crocs
Bakram, he
Crocs
need
got
to
to
fight one
fight
of them
somebody
guys.
in
Bakram.
26.
Yeah.
And Bakram is the name that is there. Like that's the name that you don't have. Dear Eddie Hearn, you don't have to do no work for that fight.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do no work for that fight. Bakram is like he was already half tweeting ready FUR. English ain't that good, but he's ready. He ready for that fight. He is the legit champion at 154. Why the hell you don't want that
Boogeyman.
fight? Why you don't want that fight?
Real quick. I just want to I don't need a detailed answer. Just give me your number one fighter going to 2026, Byron.
My number one,
Yeah.
right now, Shakur Stevenson.
Easy. Usyk. Alexander Usyk.
I'm taking Shakur.
I gotta go Shakur.
Yeah, I'm going Shakur Stevenson too. Yeah.
I got one more fight for y'all. Nobody brought it up.
Okay.
Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchens.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
though.
I gotta see
It
that
ain't
fight.
gonna
Keyshawn
happen.
at
I want to
140.
see that fight.
They've been talking stuff
I want to
with
see
each other.
Hitchens. I want to see Hitchens
Yeah.
versus Tia Female. I want to see that. But no, I don't. I think Hitchens is all mouth. I don't think he want no smoke.
They was going at it on social media.
I am excited for the.
I'm so tired of social media fights.
fight.
That's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited about
for it.
that is an exciting fight, no doubt about it.
I'm proud of you, Tia.
Yeah.
And if Tia beats Shakur, I will change your name back.
What if it's a
You ain't
draw?
gonna
What if it's a draw?
His name stays the same. It stays the same.
Even if it's a draw?
And we got to put this on record. If Tia Female beats Shakur
He's not
Stevenson,
beating him.
I will change your name back.
His name was
Remember that. Y'all heard it right
You
here.
heard it here first.
You heard-
Oh, his fans hate that I call him that, but that's who he is.
Hey, listen, y'all been watching Spectator Sporting. I'm Zach Roach along with my partner, Mr. Adi Wally. Shout out to Brian. We did a special collaboration today with Fight Night Chicago, my man Marco, my man Z. Hey, Z, where can we reach y'all at? Where can people come find y'all at?
Just make sure you follow at Fight Night _Chicago, at Fight Night Chicago Podcast, Fight Chicago Photography. Again, shout out Gracie, doing amazing work for us. Media, William Marco. I got some events coming up, January, some boxing events coming up, some MMA events, so be on the lookout for that for sure.
All the pay-per-views in the city, suburbs, wherever you want to go see them. You want to go see this? You want to go see that Shakur fight that's coming up? Z and me got you, man. You want to know where to fight the next? All the UFC fights are coming up. All the titles are coming up with the Paramount new fights that they're doing, the brand deal. We got you guys. Fights, live fights, pay-per-views, local events, local gyms. We got everything, man. Follow us. Give us a follow.
Man, shout out to Fight Night Chicago, man. Make sure y'all go on YouTube, subscribe to that page. Spectator Sporting, leave those comments, like. Hey, man, I appreciate all the love y'all give us on TikTok. And if you're riding in your car, go ahead and turn on Spotify and put on Spectator Sporting. In the meantime, in between time, we out. Peace.